Hey there, boys and girls. Let me get my little background music playing here. You've joined me in yet another streaming episode, a chapter in my great mission to remix Skyrim. To give you guys an idea of what's going on here, I've got E and B enabled, so if we go and disable this guy, you'll see what the game looks like originally. So there we are, there's the original game. Let's have a look around. It's actually not it's not as bad as I remember it. And then here we are with E and B enabled. So I've spent a lot of time customizing the graphics and stuff here. You can see that I've had to make a great many tweaks. So I'll disable the interface. I can see there's a lot of light bouncing up from the brick here. That's what's known as indirect illumination. So if we go into SSIL, you can see that we can actually disable that. We've got it set to 15. So watch the light around the character's feet here as I set this to 0. You should pretty much end up with, yeah, so it's a big difference, you see. So indirect illumination's a big deal. I kind of like to have this at 15, maybe 10, maybe 10's kind of a better place to have it. Yeah, a bit more subtle. Maybe 12. I like indirect light, I do. I like it very much. The other thing we are playing with at the moment, if we come here, let me just set the game hour to like maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, there's 9 o'clock. We can also sort of try like 3 o'clock, so there's 3. For some reason in my game, it's adamant in making my weather really cloudy. Okay, so this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's looking quite nice. Once again, let's disable this. Let's compare this to the original quality of the game without any of the mods here. Damn. Alright, so there's original. And there's, so what I've done is I've actually added image-based illumination. Let me show you what this does. Image-based lighting. If we disable this, additive amount day, it just takes off a little bit of, if I do like 1, you can see it goes and adds a lot more skylight there, you see. So I kind of like to have a little bit of that because it just adds a little bit, because you know, you get light from sky. Multiplicative amount day, again, it kind of does a similar sort of thing. I kind of like that. I think I want to have that on maybe 4. You can also add the amount of specular coming from the sky, which is really cool. So reflective amount day I've got set to 0.5. For extreme example, let's set that to 1, and you can see here on the character's armor there's a lot of blue specular coming from the sky, a little bit too much for my liking. If we put that on 0, it looks a bit more natural. I'm going to find a halfway point. 0.3 is quite nice. The other thing we're playing with is depth of field. Now this is a little bit more finicky. Let's just go and enable depth of field here. Where are we? Effects, enable depth of field. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. I've actually also added grain. So now we've got some depth of field effects happening there, which is really, really nice. It auto focuses. So that's looking great. Let's save this configuration. And by the way, I'm very sorry, I do not have the comments of my Twitch stream active just yet. Let me just pull up my little comment feed here. Just say hi to people. I'm being very anti-social for someone who's supposed to be streaming. Just give me a sec. My streaming laptop is like, stop! Little fans are speeding up like crazy. I don't need to be hearing my own stream. Let's just do a pop-out chat. There's probably no one watching at the moment. No, there's not. Cool. Ah, there is, sort of. Let's just do a little thingy. Didoism and CamJ, how does this look on your OLED? Does it support HDR? Well, I'm doing this on my PC. This is not on my OLED, but I imagine that at some point they probably will incorporate HDR, I suppose, into the future versions of Elder Scrolls. So what I want to do here is just play with this depth of field a bit. You can actually customize your graphics settings within this mod. relative to the time of day. So you can change the amount of image-based lighting in the day, at sunrise, at dawn, at dusk, at sunset, and you can do the same thing for bloom. You can do the same thing for pretty much everything really, except depth of field, because obviously that's a constant with your camera. So if I want to increase the amount of blur here, I can probably turn up bokeh intensity. We can also maybe try increasing maximum size. There we go. So now we've got like extreme depth of field. Maybe that's a little bit too much. That's like we're shooting with a bloody portrait lens at around... but you can get some really nice shots with this. I think this is looking quite cool. In fact, I kind of like this shot. I might just kind of bring my interface back on, and I might just hit record on my Atomos. Let's do TFC to free up the camera so I can get my camera. Let's go SUCSM1. Okay, we might do game time 0.5. Okay, let's maybe reduce the camera movement speed. Okay. And I kind of like this. I'm going to hit record on my little... Whoopsie daisy. I've hit play instead of record. There you go. That's what you get for having a touch screen. Everything's just all over the show. But you can actually check out some shots that I've gone and captured here before I was streaming. I was trying to get shots of a bird because I have sounds of birds in my Skyrim Symphony track. I think that's an eagle, actually. It's a very low-res eagle because you're not supposed to see it from that close up. But anyway, I need to sort out that flickering there with the depth of field. Okay, so I'm just trying to get as many shots of these birds, and then I'm trying to do some establishing shots here. This is some crawling into Riverwood here, freeing the camera up, getting some different graphics mods on to change the lighting, etc. I have actually captured these in 60 FPS ProRes, so on my end, these are very, very nice quality indeed. I might have this coming into Riverwood for a title screen or something. So I'm recording all of this footage, just to pause this. I'm recording and playing back this footage using an Atomos Ninja Flame. So all of the stuff that you're seeing here is just basically me flicking through the footage I've recorded on the Atomos. Okay, I managed to get some nice shots of this guy. Very fortunate he doesn't have a visible mouth, so he can pretty much just be saying whatever I want, which is very handy. We do have some of the Whiterun Guards voices in the game. Alright, so then I'm going to get shots like this as well. This is actually one of the first shots I took before I even started tweaking any of the graphics options. I've slowed the game time down to about 50% there, because you're going to have so many shots rushing past you very quickly, and you want to be able to take in as much of each one as you possibly can so you can grasp which sounds are occurring. That's the first one I ever took. I was testing around, and this is before I started tweaking any settings. So let's get back into the game. Okay, and once again, this is what we're setting up. So I kind of like this. This is really, really cool. I'm actually just going to freeze game time, maybe down to like 0.1. Come down here, maybe. And I think this is looking really, really nice. The only thing you can't do is you can't smooth out your mouse movement, you see. So that's a bit of a pain, because if you're trying to rotate around this guy, you'd have to get into your warp stabilizer in Premiere, and now you're losing resolution and you're getting that strange warbly effect. So basically what this means is I'm kind of restricted to just having dolly shots and things. Yeah. So Jay Rich says, why can't I subscribe to your Twitch channel? You can't? Well, I don't know. That's a good question. Why can't you? What did you decide to record it with? Asks Dita. Yep, I'm using the Atomos Ninja Flame, recording straight into ProRes. Ditaism says, oh god, that bird looks terrible. Isn't there a mod? Yeah, it does look terrible, but I want to get this done. I don't want to be sitting here with mod after mod after mod. As you can see, I've had to tweak all of these things, all of these little digits a great deal, because you get different settings for daytime, sunrise, sunset, dawn, dusk, all of that stuff, and there's a lot of settings to go through here. You can change your DPX Cineon graphic grade options, you can change your LUT, you can change your HDR power. You can see if I do this, we kind of get more washed out. What it does is it actually stops tone mapping the image, so we want that on there. You can even do like HDR2. I don't know why you would want that, really. Actually, no, I do kind of. You could actually get some really natural blowout and overexposure with that. Yes, interesting. So yeah, I've had to adjust a lot of shit here. Have you tried disabling enhanced pointer precision on Windows settings? Yes, I have. Yes. If you're going to do any kind of professional work on your PC or gaming, you should absolutely disable that, because that's not good. I really want to be able to rotate my camera smoothly, because this is really cool. And the other thing I want to do is try to get this character to animate. I need a way to get this fella to move and to dance and stuff. There was a mod called Puppeteer Master on the Nexus forums, but I don't think it's compatible with Skyrim Special Edition. So I don't know what I'm going to do. If you bring up your console here, you can actually target NPCs and get them to play animations from within the console. I think it's something... So what you do is you click on things here. So that NPC there is 000B998C. And there is actually a thing here somewhere for... yeah, playing animations. So you could actually, you could go like... I think you'd have to go PRID, P-R-I-D, and then you would type in the bloody name of the NPC that you want to target. So now he's targeted, and then presumably you could go like play idle into the console here. Then you'd have to get the hashtag for the idle, which is what Skyrim calls an animation, basically. But yes, it's all a little bit complicated. So let's go for a bit of a fly around. Let's just see how our graphics are looking here. Let's change the game time back to 1. Let's maybe disable this depth of field. It's only really useful when you're close to things. This depth of field is not useful just at the moment. So let's kick that. Alright, let's just get our camera speed back up a little bit and take a look. Let's change the game time. Set game hour to maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. There we go. That's quite nice. Kind of feel like the sun wants to be a bit stronger for dawn. So let's maybe go into environment. It all just seems a little bit muted for what's supposed to be clear. Let's go into environment settings, direct lighting intensity. I don't know if sunrise is going to have an effect on that. Yeah, it does. We could also maybe adjust the bloom settings for dawn as well. I basically want to get all of these settings into a place where I don't have to mess with them as I'm creating shots. I just want to be able to set the game time 9 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and have the associated settings there ready to go. Alright, so let's have a look here. Bloom, contrast. There's no bloom settings for dawn, so that's interesting. It's obviously just lumping that in with the day hour. Okay, well let's go 0.9 on that. Let's go have a little look-see. Not looking too bad. I mean, let's maybe go check out Riften or something, or I thought that track was longer. That's interesting. Let's go to Whiterun. Let's go check out Whiterun. Whiterun no, as they would say in Japan. Right, now that's not the weather I want. Not at all. If it was the weather I wanted, those clouds are obviously much too dark. So I think within the sky settings, or within some of the settings somewhere, we can actually change the intensity of the clouds, which is good. Environment. Let me just see if I can figure out where they actually are. I haven't tweaked them for a while. Should be in sky, surely. Clouds, intensity. Right. Whoops. Clouds, intensity. Yeah, see, so it's much too dark. Much too dark. You kind of want those clouds to be... Whew, you want them to be all the way up there, baby. maybe 5. That looks a bit more natural. That's more what I would expect to see. Alright, and again, I don't want this weather. Let's just go clear, 81A. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Maybe a bit washed out. We can change the intensity of the skylight, etc. Let's take a look at a different time of day. Set game hour to 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that's looking about how I would expect it. Let's set it to 8 o'clock in the morning. A little bit more angled light. Yeah, that's quite nice. Don't need to change that too much. Let's try 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, good. You see, the thing is, 12 o'clock is a very contrasty time of day. So I actually have a mind to reduce the amount of ambient light that is applied in the middle of the day, you see, because you can choose what is defined as middle of the day, and I've set that to 12. So we've got the game set to 12 p.m. Let's go into environment and dial down the amount of ambient lighting in the day, because really, you know, 12 p.m. it shouldn't look like this. That's wrong. You kind of want it to look a bit more like that. I'll do a save configuration. And pretty soon I need to start actually capturing the shots. That looks more like 12 p.m. Shadows are stronger, etc. This is looking quite good. I like this. I've also applied a little bit of film grain, which you guys probably can't see on the stream. It's probably taking all of that out. Okay. So that's not too bad. Let's take a look at maybe 1 p.m. Yeah. Let's take a look at 2. Let's take a look at 3. That's very strong. Very, very strong light. Yeah, wow. One Simple Gamer says, this is Dance on Water. I just made a video for this track. Oh, cool. Let's take a look at 1600 hours. It's a bit contrasty. It's definitely a bit strong. 1700. It's getting a bit duskier. 1800, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this. 1900 hours. It's very, very, very. We need to adjust some settings there for that time of day, because that's really. Yeah, it's not really what I'm after. Not really. Where's the sun? I should actually be seeing the sun, and it should be a massive flare. Let's adjust that a little bit. Yeah, the shadows are definitely much too dark in the sunset region. We need to go and change that. I also want to try and... Let's just change this game time to maybe 1600 hours. 1700 again, so we're kind of getting into the evening here. That looks about how I would expect it. 18 is sort of, it's starting to get a little bit bullshit again. So I'm thinking, let's change the ambient. Or we could change the amount of image-based light. I don't know if you can do that in there. Oh, you can. Sunset, great. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little more how I would expect it. Those shadows there are a little bit too bright. I probably won't end up shooting at this time of day that much, because it really is just a bit monotonous. Anyway, I need to get shots of someone chopping wood. Now, I've got my Khajiit character here, which I don't really want, you know, I don't really want that. I'm going to have to either find someone chopping wood or get my character to chop wood for me. Let's just get this back to like 11 a.m. or something. Or maybe 10. 10's nice. 10 o'clock in the morning looks nice. Okay, so let's get over to Riften. No, let's get over to... Let's get over to Riverwood, because there is definitely someone chopping wood there. I think. Where was someone chopping wood? I remember somebody chopping wood somewhere. I don't want my character to be a Khajiit in this video. See, the weather is just determined to be... It's determined to be... holy moly. Look at that. Oh my god. The sky's like... don't want to be here anymore. There we go. Alright. So, wood chopping. I kind of don't want that in the morning. I want that to be sort of around... Yeah, you see, we've got too much of that image-based lighting now. Additive amount... day. Interesting. It all looks quite different to how I remember. Whoops. Now, where's that wood cutting axe? Yeah, it was here, wasn't it? Let's just get this back to, like, morning. Morning seems to look nicest. So really, I need someone to be... Where was the wood cut thing? I remember it was here somewhere. Let's maybe get the interface on, because I can't see. There's a wood cutting axe around here somewhere. Maybe I just don't have an axe. Yeah, Didoism says there's a way to change the race of your character. That would certainly be useful. Okay, there's an axe. Let's pinch that. Now, somewhere here... Oh, there we go. Okay, but now before we do that... let's go TFC here. Let's change the game time to like 0.01 or something, so it's basically just frozen. Now he's... You see, if I wanted to get a shot of this guy chopping wood, for example... kind of want my character to get out of there. How do you delete NPCs? Force target to disappear. Right. Let's give that a go. Let's just click this guy. How do you use this? Disable 000 B998C. No. So what we probably have to do... Unknown variable. Right, so we probably have to target this guy first. Alright. Now... There we go, he's gone. So now I can come in here. So, he's in the shade there, which is not really what I want. It's not really looking too good. 11, no, he's still too dark. 12, 1, it's hard to see him in the shade there. Let's try 8 in the morning. That's a bugger. He's just right in the shade. Maybe this is just a bad spot to be. Yeah, this is a bad spot to be. This is a bad spot to be. He is in the shade now, though, son. Sort of. Holy schmoly. How do I free the camera here? Yeah, no, this is not a good place. There needs to be another wood cutting block somewhere. Here, what about this? Can you do that? Yes, you can. And that's going to look much nicer. So let's just get him to put it where it's going to be. Now, SGTM, let's just freeze this right down. So this is much better in terms of light. This is much, much, much nicer. That's not much good. We could come over here. Let's maybe do some FOV, like, FOV 40 maybe? Let's find some way to compose this. Something back here would be interesting. FOV 30, maybe a little bit too far away. And I'm definitely going to want some depth of field here. Maybe we just go with a straight shot like this. That could work. Just kill the interface for a second. Now let's bring up some depth of field to help this guy pop. Depth of field. Before we do this actually as well. Oh god, I've done a bad. No, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. Set game hour to like, let's take a look at 10. 12. 9. That's nice, I like 9. Okay. Let's just take a look at 12 again. Okay, so somewhere between... That's quite interesting too, but there's much too much shadow. Okay, so sort of 9, and then we'll make sure the weather is clear. And, yep. Now, let's bring in some depth of field here, because I can't really tell him apart from the background very easily. Depth of field, there we go. Let's take it off automatic, because that's not really what I want. See how much better does that look? That's much, 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 much better. Maximum size. Yeah, that bokeh doesn't want to be driven too hard. Okay, so let's do game time 0.5, and then we'll just get a shot of this guy swinging an axe, and I'm going to hit record. And let's see how we go. Chop that wood, baby, and watch someone get in my way. Watch someone walk straight in front of the camera. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll hit pause. Let's change the camera angle a bit, because I'm not really feeling that. Would be cool if we could get the log in there. Just as a framing kind of a thing, but it's just... I really need to blur it a great deal. Near blade curve. Yeah, that blurs it. Sort of. Let's try 0.001. Let's try 0.01. Maybe. Maybe. 0.015. That's too far away. Let's try 0.008. 0.009. You can actually, I think you can drag this guy. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. Okay. Let's get this guy to chop that wood again. I'm going to hit record. Oh, he's going to get a new log. I don't like that big bright thing on the right there. Just peels your attention right away. Okay, I mean that would work fine. That would work great. It's just the only problem, I don't really want him to be a Khajiit. You know, it's just not really what I want. There has to be a way to change... oh boy, I might have to get an old save file actually. I've got old save files on a hard drive somewhere. Yeah, that tail is awful. I don't want that in there. Ugh, that's for the furry lovers. Is this what Gold Pick did for the WoW track? I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you can get ENB injected into World of Warcraft. Don't know about that. Set game hour. Where's the cloudy, where's the cloudy thing? Oh, I didn't write that down. Bugger. Let's try a different time here. There's 9. There's 8. Interesting. I like that. I just think there's not enough ambient light. Excuse me. We kind of want more... We want more something. I think we might want more image-based lighting in the dawn or sunrise. Let's see, 0.05. Okay, so we're not in dawn yet. 0.05. That is kind of what I'm looking for. Let's do 0.3. Let's maybe also increase ambient light. Ambient lighting for dawn, 1.1. Oops. I found my Logitech G400S mouse in the bottom of a drawer the other day, and I'm so happy because it's one of the lowest input lag mice you can get. Even the SteelSeries rival is like 7 milliseconds. I think this G400S is like 0.7. It's just so nice. It is such a bloody responsive mouse. I'd never ever go wireless. Most wireless mice are like over 15 milliseconds, 20 milliseconds, and you can definitely tell. Oh boy. Sunrise, ambient light. See, if we turn that down, that's too dark. That's the opposite of what we want. So let's sort of do like maybe 1.5. Yeah, again, the shadows are just... Let's try increasing some of the indirect light. I wish you could adjust the SSIL based on time of day. That would be nice. That would be very nice indeed. Okay, let's roll on that. Hit the tilde to close the console window. Chop that wood, bitch. With your fucking tail. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my old game file up, I reckon. Imagine if you could get some motion blur too, that'd be nice. That would be very nice. But we might have to put that in post. Alright, so yeah. Man, there needs to be a hotkey for disabling depth of field. That's what we need. We need to be able to kill this with a hotkey because this is something I'm going to want to be able to activate and deactivate a lot. So we've got someone walking here, which is kind of something I want. So, let's go TFC and then we'll go FOV. Maybe 40? Get this guy somewhere a little better. Look at his foot going straight through the ground. Rubbish. Needs to be very close indeed. That needs to be like there. Far blade curve. That's a lot of blur. That's almost like, whoa, Nelly. Let's just go easy on that. Alright, let's try and get some footsteps of this guy. Might have to slow. Might have to slow that down a lot. What's our last one? Oh, let's go 0.5. Is he turning around? Right, I need something a bit faster than that. I'm just gonna roll. And just see what I can get. I definitely have footsteps in my track. And I need some footage for that. Is that the sample used in the beginning of Grow Fond? I don't know which one you're talking about. Don't forget that you can change the race with Show Race Menu command. Ooh. Thanks for that, buddy. Right, here he goes in the other direction. This, he's got little pointy elf feet. Indirect lighting works really nicely. Oh. Alright, back he goes. Whoops, that's obviously not going to work.
That's the problem. Now what are we going to do about it? All right.
It's not really what I'm after. Let's change the game time here. Here we go. It's a little better.
I know.
wonder if 60 FPS is a good frame rate for a video like this, or if it's like maybe I should just be doing 24. Because if you're going for the whole filmic thing, oh, we've lost him. He's gone. If we're going for a filmic look, then obviously 60 FPS is going to work against that.
What's that mean? Well, just this.
Bloody hell, what speed is this? Yeah, I need to change. A bunch of stuff here.
Now, as you know, a tune circuit can pass a maximum
It's definitely not. It's not really the daylight I want. You know, it's very blue. Let's just see what's happening. Yeah, I think it's because sky is so bright. No, it's not. Let's just go into the image-based lighting for daytime. Additive amount day. It's still not very much. That's obviously not what it is. So I wonder what's causing that kind of blue cast.
Okay.
Gradient intensity. Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, that's a little bit nicer. So what I need to really figure out here... Where's those kids? There's one. Where's the... Oh, there he is. So, somewhere around here, I can apparently spawn NPCs. So, let's go in here. Player.place@me. Now, let's see if I've got this right. 0001C1B7. Oops. Oh, I don't want you using caps. C1B7. And then 0001C18A. For object ID. No, that's not going to happen. I found some bad information there. I need to be able to create... Triple zero. 7B 434D. No, those are not valid object IDs. So what this kid's gonna do is he's gonna run back up here and then he's gonna go and sit down. The bloody dog's gonna follow him. So... yeah. How do I make him look at me? Look at me, dude.
I'm new around here, so I'll go easy on you.
And he's massively overexposed. See, I thought I disabled T-detect. Now, what's going on? Because... that's going to put him in shadow. There he's got some light on him. Is he standing up, is he? Oh, for fuck's sake.
You look worse than I feel.
Let's just slow him right down. Set game hour to 1. That's a little better. Now, I don't know what's happening with his face. I think we might have to go and yeah, that is hideous. That's grotesque. We really need to do something about this subsurfacing, I reckon. I think we just turn that off entirely. Yeah, that's the issue. It's pretty interesting though. It does actually add a kind of... If I could just tweak it. Amount. Uh-huh. Epidermal mix. It's just too much saturation. No, I'm not... I don't think this is worth playing with this. I think we just leave it as is, and then we go into the object menu. Yeah, I really don't think we should bother playing with Man, oh man, that is just really, really, really ugly. It kind of just defeats the point of all of this, really, doesn't it? That is, yeah. See, what I did is, in my other video,
Get me mad.
what I did was, I actually spawned a kid somewhere over here, and I had a mod which allowed me to make him lie down and do all sorts of different animations and stuff, and it worked quite well. Like, I think I got him lying down under this tree, and yeah, you know, it was really, really useful. Puppeteer Master is what it was called, and unfortunately I'm not sure if that exists for the special edition of Skyrim anymore. Yeah. BJ Mix, how's it going? So, yeah, you see, this is the problem. I basically need to spawn an NPC, and then I need to activate certain animations. There's definitely a shot there for me somewhere. I'm gonna need lots of filler. I'm going to need a lot of filler. Let's actually maybe bring depth of field in. Depth of field. Oh my god, Nick. You're being so racist. Well, suck my cock. 0.01 point. Let's try. I keep forgetting you can actually, like, click and drag where you want your focus point. It doesn't really work so well. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. That's kind of what I want. You fucking cunt. It's just a really fugly looking tree. It's almost not worth bringing into depth of field, really, is it? Kind of looks better when it's all in there. So let's yeah, that's kind of what I want. No. Get some shots of the river. Really. Not sure how the water looks in the E&B. It's okay. Maybe with the bridge, that would be nice. Whoops. Whoops. Haha. I'm getting very impatient. Wish there was a way to make the camera go up and down, as opposed to looking at the ground or the sky. Let's roll on that. Ah. Yeah, I need to be able to create NPCs. This is the problem, and I need to be able to give them animations. Shit. So, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Let's just go take a look on... You see, this is what you used to use back in the old days on Skyrim. You could use Puppet Master. I have actually copied that to my Skyrim Special Edition folder, but I don't think it treats ESP files the way it used to. You see, I've got Puppet Master ESP in there, but it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. And I think it's because they've gone and compiled all of these things into BSA files now. Interface has gone into the BSA archive, and obviously that needs to be in there So I don't know. Let's go back to the Skyrim Special Edition thing. Wrong Ocelot, how's it going? Wrong Ocelotto! Skyrim Special Edition. Yeah, is there not a way to have animations and stuff? I really, really, really don't want to have to roll back to the old version of Skyrim, you know what I mean? That's just a whole new set of issues. Animations, full version. Well, this is not really what I want, but how do they suggest implementing these? This is a port of... Required. XP32 Maximum Skeleton Special Edition. What the hell does that do? Oh, you're joking. You can actually... Oh, wow. Well, hell. Maximum Skeleton Extended. What does it do? Okay, what does that do? Solve with the caution. That's the name of this track. A multi-purpose skeleton for animation in Skyrim. God, this is all getting a little complicated. Oh my good God. Oh yeah, you need the Skyrim, the SK. I forgot about that. Yeah, this is all, this is all a bit complicated. There's a lot of R&D required here. Jesus. Basically what I've got here is I've got these woods. Actually, let's compare this to how the game looks without all of these mods on here. Yeah, it just looks kind of dead. See, this is how I was originally gonna capture this game. Because it's just easier, you know? Like, yeah, it doesn't look very nice. Doesn't look as nice as that. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Can you speed up game time? You can go to... Yeah, you can go twice speed. There we go. Let's see how far. Let's see how far. Let's go 5 times. Holy shit, even the mouse sensitivity goes up. Oh no.
Please, someone do something.
Oh my god, there's a dragon. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow, that's freaky. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of that Time Machine movie where shit's just going crazy. Am I dying? I think I am dying. Let's just get my interface back on. I cannot see what I'm doing. It definitely sounds like I'm dying. What is my... it's healing. I've got a healing spell. God. I cannot remember how to play this game. Yeah, I can't even pull up my hands anymore. Advar's getting ready. He's getting ready to go to town. You need some better lighting there though, dude. You need some much better light. I need to be able to see you. Don't think that's going to happen. That building's going to get in the way. I need to change my dawn settings as well. He's just going to stay in the shade for the rest of his life. I'm pretty sure you can go T-detect. AI detection is off. So this guy probably, well, he shouldn't find me. I don't know. And I shouldn't end up dying. God willing. Hi, Jeremy, says Wrong Ocelot. Okay, so yeah, I've kind of got a problem here. I need to be able to create NPCs, and I need to be able to give them animations. This is something I could do in the previous version of Skyrim, because you had Puppeteer Master, which was extremely useful. For some reason, my jump is very slow. Pretty sure game time is set to 1. Come on, get up there. Yeah, I need to be able to plonk an NPC here. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Sky UI, I don't need that. XP32 Maximum Skeleton Special Edition. I wonder if that lets us put animations and stuff in there. Let's take a look at some screenshots here. Jeez, someone's gone to town with this, eh? Damn. Yeah, this is not going to do the job. This is the official port. What does that do? What does that do? Animations for looting containers. Oh, is that all it is? Adds animations for looting and corpses harvesting plants. Well, that's crap. I want to be able to trigger an animation onto an NPC. This is the problem. This is the problem. Shit. I don't know. I don't know if this is possible. You see, I might actually... I think there's a good possibility I might have to go back to the old version of Skyrim, I'm afraid. Yeah, which means I'd have to copy over all the A and B settings. Damn, that's a pain, isn't it? That's a pain in the arse. This is the problem with the special edition. It's basically all the file structures and everything have changed, which means all the mods and everything have had to be updated as well. This is an issue. Yeah, because you see, you get different kinds of NPCs and different kinds of kids and stuff. Is that dragon still whizzing around? Yeah, he is. He's ready for battle. We're in some shit. Don't think he's going to go for me though. I've turned off enemy detection. At least I think I have. Everyone's going ape shit. I wonder when the next Elder Scrolls is going to come out. Alright. You stay there, kid, because I need to get a shot of you humming. Whoops, wrong one. I don't know how it figures that I have to point there. That's very odd. He's very overexposed as well. Set game hour. Can I? Bokeh intensity is just a little bit crazy. It's one of those less is more things, because if I put it on 0, it just looks like a Gaussian blur. 0.4 looks a bit more what I would expect. He just looks weird. It's like I don't even recognize that as a kid. And why don't his eyes have reflections in them? Alright, let's try and get this focus onto his face. Looks like I might have to go into the numbers myself. Oh, I see the problem. There we go. That's a bit better. Damn, what is going on? There's definitely some weirdness happening there with the AO, I think. AO intensity. Yeah, it's definitely what that is. Now, we might just have to make do with that. So, alright, now don't you move anywhere, kid. Gonna get a few sweeps of this guy. He's obviously checking out that dragon. I need shots of a boy humming, basically. which, needless to say, is proving to be a little tricky. God, who... Oh wow, he's even got reflections in his eyes. That's nuts. Is that true? It's not true, is it? Uh-huh. I wonder if you can change that. I. Specular amount multiplier. Well, it does pretty much nothing. Interesting. Specular power. No, that's not doing anything. That's a shame. It would be cool if I could actually adjust the settings of the eyes. Oh well. What's that fucking girl doing? It's a pretty cool shot. Kind of glad I've got that. My chat is broken, says M. Ractor. That's a shame, isn't it? My fap is broken. Yeah, they are the exact same. Yeah. That's so dodgy, isn't it? That's funny. See, I kind of want this as a humming shot. But you don't stand and hum like that. This is the challenge. I need to be able to create a copy of the kid somewhere. Like, look at it. It's just terrible. Terrible, terrible. Let's get some near depth of field happening here. Oh, Nick's getting hungry. And there's no food places open. What do I do? You see, all this E&B stuff is great, but the people in this game look like shit. There's very little you can do about that without, I guess, getting into even more mods, which is going to cause more issues because Skyrim Special Edition has gone and changed the way all of that works. So it's like, yeah. I'll just get this shot of this girl looking over. That could end up being a hum. And let's just bring up game time a bit. I think they're just checking out that dragon. That dragon's just flying around in circles. She's off. She's done. She's like, nah. You're not getting the shot. You haven't paid me enough. Yeah, that's just grotesque. To be honest, I've seen much, much worse. Let's just get shots of the dog. I do actually have the the dog barking at some point in the track. He's checking out that dragon too. Yeah, got it. Look at me and bark, you fucking mongrel. Do it. Bark for daddy. Oh, do it in camera this time. Never work with animals. Actually, what I will do, I'm just going to dial down that bokeh intensity a bit, because that's a bit crazy. That's going a bit ape shit. And let's do a bit of that. Bark for daddy. I'm trying not to get a shot of him barking with my mouse moving in it, because... There we go. That's kind of what I need. Okay, I think I've got it. Cool. You see, what I need to do here, I need to make a list of actual bloody shots that I want to go and get. Because otherwise I'm just going to end up pissing around, and I really need to... yeah. I need to not aim for perfection. Instead of 10 out of 10, I should go for like 7 out of 10. You know, otherwise we just sit here all day trying to get one shot, and it's just stupid, stupid, stupid. Yeah, things like that dog barking, you know, that's just really quick and easy to get. The kid humming. One Simple Gamer says, do you remember what part you sampled the humming from? Ah, oh, geez. It was one of the voice files I pulled out of the game. I can't remember where in the game that file plays. I'm sure I've heard that kid humming in the game before, though. I'm absolutely sure of it. Anyway, folks, I'm fucking hungry. I've been streaming for an hour and 17 minutes. It's occurring to me that... let's just look at the shots that we captured, actually. It's definitely occurring to me that we need to create a list. We need to create a list. So there's the shot of the dog I got. There's the bark. That's great. I'm actually really happy with that. That couldn't be any better. Honestly, that's all I need. That's great. That's perfect. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. The kid's humming. I mean, does it look like she's humming? Not really. Not really. And then here's this kid with his neck all fucked up. Yeah, I can't, that's why I had the kid lying down in my other video, but I'm not able to do that in the special edition. I can't get Puppeteer Master installed. And then we got some establishing shots, which came out quite nice. I managed to get some of the walking. I mean, it's a Whiterun guard, but still, a boot's a boot. Stone is stone. I think that's nicer, actually. I like the light there. That's nice. That's a bit tricky. We'll have to take edits out of that. That's nice. I like that. Oh, it only goes for a short amount of time. And then we did get some shots of... oh, it is a Khajiit, though. I don't know. Do you think I should just have a mix of all the races? Go for the diversity. We've got to tick the boxes. I suppose it would be better in terms of, like, covering Skyrim as a game and all the different experiences. Yeah, that tail is ugly, isn't it? My goodness me. Those shots are okay. I don't mind those. And then we have the bird again from yesterday. Yeah. Oh well, folks. Oh well, folks. Let's get back to the desktop. Yeah. What can I say? This is going to be a lot of work. This is going to be a lot of fucking work. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I'm going to call it a day. Hope to be on again maybe tomorrow or the day after. Hopefully with a list of shots I actually want to capture and maybe some rough idea of how I'm going to do them without actually being able to spawn NPCs and give them animations. That's a little bit... yeah, I really do feel like I'm going to have to get Skyrim installed, the vanilla version, so I can get these mods that I actually need, because the SE version's very nice. Is it? Is it really? I don't even know. I managed to get good results with ENB on the vanilla version a few years ago, so yeah. Thanks for tuning in, folks. M Ractor, One Simple Gamer, Blue J Mix, PJ Mix, Wrong Ocelot, good to see you guys, and yeah, hopefully we'll get this thing hopefully we'll get it done one day. It's all I have to do with my life at the moment.